Hey everyone, and welcome to this unboxing of the Hot Toys Deluxe set here. As you can see, this is the 1/6 scale Stormtrooper set that they came out. I can't remember when it was exactly, but I had pre-ordered this and waited quite a while for this to finally come in. And it was definitely worth the wait. I have the Stormtrooper set that Hot Toys originally released. Maybe, I don't know if it was a year or two before this came out with this improved set, and you'll at the very end of this video, near the end, I'll show you the comparison of their Stormtrooper set that they came out, which was still a fine looking 1/6 scale representation of the Stormtroopers. This was a very big improvement from that set. You can definitely tell there's different the helmets have changed and so forth, but I'll show you a comparison from that. But you can see the box is really nicely done with showing the Stormtrooper here. But the one I had originally got, and I'll show you a comparison, it was actually a deluxe. It was an exclusive set. It actually came with a mouse droid and a different blaster rifle, and it actually came with one Stormtrooper that was a little shorter than the other Stormtrooper. They actually sold those separately. I think that I don't know if they sold the shorter Stormtroopers separately, but I'll show you a comparison between this one and Hot Toys' previous Stormtrooper set. You can definitely see the differences, especially in the helmet. But let's just get to opening this this deluxe set of the Stormtrooper 1/6 scale. So saw Star Wars back in the day when I was a young little boy back in '77. Dad was stationed in Germany. He was in the army. I actually saw this in Germany. Fell in love with the Stormtroopers like a lot of other people have. Just a classic design. It's just a super cool looking design of the armor and so forth. Had the action figures, which I still have my little small action figures, and moved up to the 1/6 scale, and really glad to have this Stormtrooper in 1/6 scale in my collection. The deluxe edition actually comes with this. This was different from this one and the standard edition. It comes with this backdrop, which is really pretty cool. And I'll open that in a little bit and show you the stand that you can display your Stormtrooper with. Now let's just take a look at before opening the figure. Let's take a look at the instruction manual that comes with it. And you can see it kind of shows you how to put the blaster in its holster right there. You can see onto the far left there. And then right there is showing how to attach the thermal detonator to the Stormtrooper's back. And the backdrop right there for the stand, which is exclusive to the deluxe set. And here is a little thermal detonator. And it's actually got the clips are actually metal. And here's some of the included hand poses. So you got the fist right there. Whoops, if I just about got away from me. And another hand pose with where you can hold the blaster. Another one with the hands spread out. Little fingers. Yeah, definitely. It's like I said. You can see they're pliable. They can bend. Something like a rubber. Pretty sturdy. So yep, another right and left hands, and another fist pose. And here are the extra pegs. So this actually goes into the hands in case you snap one of those off. Break them, and trying to get the hands off to swap them. And there is the blaster. Yeah, and I think that actually the bottom piece I'm kind of hold it there. It kind of shows you the weather and the paint is pretty nicely done. And this actually, if I could pop this off, this actually will let's see if I could pop it out without trying to break this. Yeah, there you go. Nice little detail there. So you can almost. Yep, you almost kind of use it like the weapon stock there. Yeah, the detail on this gun is really nicely done. And let's take out the Stormtrooper here. Take all the protective plastic wrap that he's got all over him. And for transportation, it's nice that they actually use these figures like this. They put all this extra plastic to protect from any scuff marks or anything else, which is really, really good that they do this. And you can see this is actually opens up. That's actually a little magnet there. Close up. Yeah, and I'll kind of show the articulation is pretty limited with this armor, which is to be expected. So see, we got to remove this hand peg to get even there's even plastic between there. And it gets a little difficult to try to put that on with that little armor piece would slip out, but yep, we got it back in. And we'll do the same with this. Yeah, they definitely made an improvement on the helmet. I mean, it's a different look to it. I mean, there's all kinds of different. When the Stormtroopers were designed, there was even the stunt helmet and their hero helmets. They were slightly a little different, and even between even the films, from Return of the Jedi to the first Star Wars and Empire. So the helmet there were some actually a little bit differences to it. And this one actually there's certain spots I'll show close-ups. You can actually, it's got almost the green lens in the eyes compared to the gray or the dark black lens in the previous Stormtrooper release from Hot Toys that they did. So there is slight variations in the helmet design. Only the hardcore guys who are into the film and Stormtroopers, even they can tell the difference of what's kind of the difference and changes. So yeah, definitely it's a definitely good looking figure. And you can see right there the little greenish in the lens there. Yeah, the body feels good on there. It's got the black undersuit there. That's nicely done, and there's the utility belt there. Now let's look at the base, the stand for the and right here, the first thing you notice something's wrong. It says Sith Trooper. It's supposed to say Stormtrooper on that nameplate. So that was an error on Hot Toys' part. It's happened more. It's not an isolated event. It's actually I've been seeing online that a lot of Hot Toys really messed up on that and put the wrong nameplate on there. So I've actually already contacted my retailer where I bought this from, and they're going to contact Sideshow, which they are the distributor of Hot Toys, and to get it, I'm going to be getting a new nameplate with the correct Stormtrooper. So they are aware of the mess up on that part. And you can see this back stand here, the backdrop has a little switch. It actually lights up with LED lights. So put the batteries in there, and we'll show that all lit up here in a little bit once you put this all together. And there is the crotch grabber there to hold the figure. And we'll take this protective wrap off this base here. We refer back to the instructions here. Make sure we're going to put this base all together right. We'll look at there and see there how everything puts together. And you can see you can actually they interlock. So if you bought one or two figures, you can actually interlock these bases into one big wall, which is pretty cool. So actually, this is the little adapters where you want to, if you had more than one of these walls. And I don't think they actually sold them separately, which was nice that they did do that. So if you bought more than one of these deluxe Stormtroopers, you can actually connect them together and make it into one seamless wall. And let's see, let's pop this open a little bit. I already put batteries in it, and there you go. Really cool effect. Let's put that thermal detonator back there, and there he is on the stand. Just a really great looking figure. Just a nice presentation there. And you can see definitely the detail on this. Very remarkable looking figure. Give it a nice little spin here. You kind of see just all the detail. This one actually, which I'll show a little bit later, and compared to the previous releases, they were clean. This actually has a little weathering, which is pretty neat. They added to it. So you can see the weathering they did on some of the shoes and all the pieces, some parts of the armor pieces. They've done the weathering on it. And what weathering they did is real subtle. I mean, just a little speck, which it looks like it's a dirt, but it's real subtle. Yeah, really nicely painted. The apps, I mean, all the detail on this is just remarkable. And you can see the waist here is the utility belt. You can see the weather in there, and even in the front of the thigh armor, you can see a little dirt weathering they put on there. And that's back, even on the back plate, a little weather in there. And you can see the weather on that side a little more better. Kind of showing you another pose, actually holding the blaster, a different hand pose on him. More close-ups of the helmet with the backdrop in the background, kind of show you the side. You can see the green lens. It's very clean look. And here are the two on the opposite ends with the red base grill plated. Those are the previous releases, the exclusive set. You can see this is a close-up of the previous Stormtrooper release. The lens is a little different shape. The mouthpiece, a little bit, I can show you right there. That's with the hold in my hand. You can see the gray, the mouthpiece a little bit different. The eye shape is slightly different. Even from the side profile, there are some definitely shapes of the helmet. Some of the paint. Kind of give it another side to side. The left is the deluxe edition, the most recent release, and to the right there, that is the previous release Stormtrooper set, and on the left is the new release, and on the right is the previous release of the Hot Toys. Left, the current one. The right, the previous release. On the waist, the little pattern of the dots are different. And on the very far right, you can see there's the Space Trooper, just to kind of throw it in the mix. I've had the Space Trooper also. So that's those are all of them, and a very nicely well done figure by Hot Toys once again. So appreciate everyone stopping by, taking a look at the video. As always, please share the video. Do hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you hit the dislike button, won't be offended. Until the next one, I'll see you later. Take care.